Good morning. I am Tarani, Assistant Professor, CSE Department, Government College of Engineering, Salem. In this lecture, I am going to discuss about distance vector routing in computer networks. Before moving on to routing algorithm, let us have a short look on router. A router is a networking device that forwards data packet between computer network. For example, if we are searching for google.com in our web browser, then this will be a request which will be sent from our system to Google server. But these packets does not go straight away to the Google server, in which it will go through a series of networking devices known as routers, which accept this packet and forward them to the correct path. The major function of routers are forwarding and routing. Forwarding in the sense the router will receive the packet from the input port and it will check the header, and also it performs some checksum functions. Then it forward to the destination packet or destination router by looking upon the routing table. So the routing table will help us to find the shortest path to reach to the destination. And the next function is routing. Routing in the process by which the router finds the best path, that is the shortest path to reach the destination. Routing algorithm are meant for determining the routing of packet, and also it is classified into two types: adaptive routing algorithm, non-adaptive routing algorithm. Adaptive routing algorithm is also called as dynamic routing algorithm. So dynamic routing is that which change routing table according to the change in network traffic and topology. And non-adaptive routing algorithm is also known as static routing algorithm, which does not take the routing decision based on the network topology or network traffic. In adaptive routing, the parameters related to this algorithm are referred as hop count, distance, and estimated transit time. Distance vector routing algorithm. Distance vector routing is a dynamic routing algorithm which is also called as Bellman-Ford algorithm. There are three keys to understand the working of DVR. First one is knowledge about the whole network. Here, each router shares its knowledge through the entire network. The router sends its collected knowledge about the network to its neighbor. Second is routing only to neighbors. The router sends its knowledge about the network to only those routers which have a direct link. Information sharing at regular intervals. Within 30 seconds, for example, we can take the router will send the information collected to its neighboring router. Steps involved in DVR. Each router initially prepare the routing table. By their local knowledge, each router knows about all the routers present in the network and distance to its neighboring routers. And in step 2, each router exchanges its distance vector with the neighboring router. Each router prepares a new routing table using the distance vector it has obtained from its neighbor. This step is repeated for n-2 times if there are n routers in the network. Let us see an example for distance vector routing. So consider this diagram. Here we are having 4 router A, B, C, D, and the weights are mentioned on the edges. Weight could be distance, cost, or delay. So here if you see, A has a direct link with B and D. So the weight of reaching A from A to D and A to B is known. But A doesn't have a direct link with C. So we need to mention infinity at the initial state. And we want to find out the shortest path to reach C, whether through B or through D. So in the first step we have seen each router need to prepare a routing table using its local knowledge. So have a look on this diagram. A have a direct link with B with a cost of 2 and A have a direct link with D with a cost of 1. A doesn't have a direct link with C, so we want to mention that as infinity, and the distance of A to A is 0. So this is shown in this table. So A to A is 0, A to B is 2, A to D is 1 and A to C is infinity. Similarly, you want to find the routing table for B. B to A is 2, B to B is 0, B to C is 3 and B to D is 7. At router C, C to A it does not have a direct link, so infinity, and C to B 3, C to C 0, C to D 11. At router D, D to A 1, D to B 7, D to C 11 and D to D 0. In step 2, each router exchanges its distance vector obtained in step 1 with its neighbor. So here at router A can reach its destination B through directly, that is via B, or neighbor D. So we have a look on this diagram. So here A can reach B directly with the cost of 2 and also A can reach B through D, that is A to D is 1 and D to B is 7. So here which is minimum means, that is here 2 plus 0 and then through D we can able to see 1 plus 7, that is 8. So moving on to the direct link with B is the minimum path, shortest path. So the result will be 2 here. Similarly, you want to calculate this minimum path. So here in the fourth point, I have mentioned or I have calculated the minimum path to reach B. That is A to B is 2 and B to B is 0, that is 2. And similarly, we can reach B through D, that is 1 plus 7, 8. So 2 is minimum, so we can move on to 2 here. And similarly, you want to find out reaching the destination C and D. First we can see D which have a direct link. So here and A to D is 1. And if you want to reach D, it is possible to go through B, that is 2 plus 7. So we can get the result of 1 is the minimum, so we can get from moving from A to D is 1. And next is to reaching C. In previously we have mentioned in the table as infinity. Now we want to calculate the shortest path to reach C. So we can move to C through B, that is 2 plus 3, and we can also reach C through D, that is 1 plus 11. So which is minimum here? 2 plus 3, 5 is minimum here. That path will reach through B. So while moving on to A to B and B to C, we can able to reach in a shortest path. We want to update the new routing table at router A. So here A to A is 0, A to B is 2 and A to C is 5 and A to D is 1. And now we want to calculate the new routing table at router B. So B has a direct link with A, C and D. So the distance are collected here from A, C and D, and the cost for each destination router need to be calculated with a minimum path. So cost of reaching destination A from router B, that is 2 plus 0 and through C also it can able to reach, that is 3 plus infinity, and 7 plus 1, that is through D it can able to reach A, 7 plus 1. We want to calculate the minimum path, that is 2 plus 0. So B can able to reach the destination A with the cost of 2. Cost of reaching C from router B, that is minimum of 2 plus infinity, 3 plus 0 and 7 plus 11. So here the minimum path is, or the minimum cost is 3. That is, it have a direct link with C. Cost of reaching destination D from router B is minimum of 2 plus 1, 3 plus 11 and 7 plus 0. So here 3 is considered the shortest path in which we can reach via A. You want to again change the next hop value also here while changing the distance. That is B to A is 2 and B to B is 0 and B to C is 3 and B to D is 3. At router C, the minimum path to reach A is 3 plus 2 and 11 plus 1 via B. So 5 is the minimum path to reach A, and to reach B 3 is the minimum path, and to reach D 10 is the minimum cost. So you want to update a new routing table at router C as 53010. Similarly, we need to find the routing table at router A. So D is the source, and while reaching destination A, the minimum path is 1 plus 0, 7 plus 2 and 11 plus infinity. So 1 is the minimum cost via A, which have a direct link, and the reaching destination D, 1 plus 2, 7 plus 0, 11 plus 3. So 1 plus 2, that is 3 via A. Through A we can able to reach B in a shortest path. Though we have a direct link from D to B, that is 7, which is higher than 3. So we want to consider the minimum path, and then we are moving from D to A and A to B. And finally at destination C, 1 plus infinity, 7 plus 3, 11 plus 0, that is 10 via B. You want to update the routing table here. So until the shortest path is found, this procedure must be repeated. And in step 3 also, we need to exchange the distance vector, and each router will propose a new routing table again. So there will be no change at router A and router B new routing table, since we have find the possible shortest path for router A and B, but we want to find again the new routing table for router C and D here. So C receives the distance vector from its neighbor B and D. So these are the distance vector which have received from B and D here, 2, 0, 3, 3, and from D 1, 3, 10, 0. So C to B having the cost of 3 and C to D is having the cost of 10. So the cost of reaching destination A from router C is minimum of 3 plus 2, 10 plus 1. So 5 is the minimum we can able to reach through B, and cost of reaching destination B from router C is minimum of 3 plus 0 plus 10 plus 3. So 3 is considered as the shortest cost, and the cost of reaching D from router C is 6 via B. So in the previous routing table we have seen at router C it is 53010, and now we have got 5306. So that is reaching D. We have found out some more shortest distance. So this is a new routing table at router C. Similarly, router D receives distance vector from the neighbor ABC, and it prepares the new routing table. Cost of D to A is 1 and cost of D to B is 3 and cost of D to C is 10. So we want to calculate the minimum distance from A, B, C. And we want to update a new routing table at router D. So in the previous routing table at router D, we have found 1310 and here 1360, which is minimum when compared to previous routing table. So that's all about distance vector routing. So we have find the shortest path from all routers here, and also the new routing table has been updated. Thank you for listening the video.